Hey, it is Aaliyah here. I am excited to be on live today. And some of you guys may be watching some of the recorded videos. But before I jump into my live today, I just wanted to share my status of where I am right now. I know I've been really quiet, but your girl has been working behind scenes, trying to make sure that I have everything in order. Now, speaking of everything in order, that's something that I definitely want to talk about on today on how important order matters. Order matters. Making sure that you have things in order in everything that you do. A lot of the things that we are asking for, that we are desiring, our order, do we have things in place, has everything to do with if you why you haven't received what you want to receive. So today, I want to talk about how being booked is overrated. Being booked and busy is overrated. I know as a professional, as a hairstylist, you guys are going to see me provide more content from a hairstylist point of view because I am passionate about what I do, but I've noticed that there's a lot of professionals in the industry that are struggling with getting clients, they're struggling with keeping and maintaining clients and actually growing in their business. So as I have actually sat down, done the work, and currently still doing the work, I want to share from a different point, a different view as a professional on how you can actually put things in place so that you're growing as a leader. So today I just want to talk about how being booked and busy is overrated. For number one, being booked and busy is overrated because you're going to get burned out. Eventually, you will be burned out if you're always booked and busy. So it's not about being booked and busy, but it's about being productive. It's about having things in order so that when the clients come, you are actually able to take in consideration of the things that you put in place that are going to help make things more effective for you as a leader as well as for the client. So for my professionals, I want to tell you, when you actually slow down and work in your business, on your business, this is what helps you bring the coin. So if you are noticing that you are dealing with um, inconsistency of client flow, maybe there's something that you can actually do that may require you to sit down and be still a bit to actually work on your business so that you can actually see the fruit of what it is that you're trying to do when you get back on the salon floor. So, some things that you can do to get things in order is making sure that you have policy. Now, I got to be honest, I got into booking with different professionals, different hairstylists, makeup artists, all of these different things. And I'm checking out you guys' website. And I got to say, some of it looked great. But one thing that I've noticed when I'm looking at different sites is there are lots of policies and rules and regulation. But one thing that I've noticed in the midst of you having your rules and regulation, how accountable are you holding the standard for what it is, whatever the policy is that you put in place? So, for instance, if a client is late, 15 minutes late, there is a consequence for that client that actually said that they are more than 15 minutes late. But because that rule is in place as for you as a professional, how is it that you're actually able to hold that same policy that you put in place? How are you able to hold that accountability for yourself if you are 15 minutes behind that client's time, or if you are 15 minutes behind on the actual service? I used to be someone who would be late to work, and I recognized that that was a downfall to the services that I offered, to the standard that I was trying to keep in place. But one thing I recognize is that the same accountability that I wanted my clients to come and be in place, I had to hold that same accountability for myself, making sure that I was in place and ready. So, as a professional, is that something that you can work on with your policies, is making sure that you are held accountable for the standard that you are putting in place for the client that you are looking to receive. Now, also, I want to talk about, let's talk about how order matters. Okay, so some things that you can do when you are not busy. I know it's all about thinking, can I get everybody on my book? And we're working in the days now where you literally do not have to work 5 to 7 days a week just to get the actual income that you are looking for. But policy, making sure that order matters, making sure you have policies in place, content. You do not have to post every single day, but you do have to make sure that you are post effectively, making sure that you are posting to serve your audience. If you make the decision to only post 2 times a week for your actual for the people that are actually coming on your actual for your audience, excuse me, if you're only posting 2 times a week, that's fine. But what matters is that you are posting effectively for the audience that you are serving. Some things that you can be doing when you don't have clients is making sure that you're sending email. Make the connection. And a lot of the time, the connections that are needed to be in place for what you are trying to do is the stuff that you really don't want to do, to sit down and do, the policy, making sure that you send email, making sure that you're planning ahead. When the season picks up again and it gets busy again, do you have everything in place to make sure that things are flowing smoothly? Or do you wait until you're actually in those flourishing seasons before you can actually start getting things in place? That's backwards. You're going to have to make sure that you plan ahead. Excuse me. Also, too, create systems. How do your salon chair, your salon business, or whatnot, that whatever it is that you offer, how do you make sure that it flows smoothly every single day? How are you making sure that it's flowing smoothly? Like, do you have a set time that you come to work, or if you have a client at 11 a.m., are you only coming to work on the time that you have clients? Or do you come to work at a set time? What if somebody call you? What if somebody wants to walk in? Are you ready? Are you in position? Just like if you were to work a 9 to 5, regardless if that is a slow day for that business or if it's a busy day, you are at that job at a certain time. So you want to make sure that you are consistent, because that is going to train you and prepare you for those days when it is actually busy. So that may be the time when you have to take your laptop to work with you. No, you may not have any clients with you, but can you be actually sitting in your chair with your computer working on the things that you need to be done? Or are you going to utilize that day to lay in the bed all day because you don't have a client till 3 p.m.? No, that's not the way to go. Like, you want to be prepared for what it is that you are receiving. Also, take a class. There are so many virtual options now where you can actually take classes online. These are things that you can utilize while you are slow, while you don't have clients. Sit down and watch you an hour video on how to do a skill that you want to do. Or if you need to sharpen your skill in a skill that you already have, now is the time for you to actually pick up books so that you can sharpen your terminology and that you can grow in the things that you need to grow in. Also, too, write a blog. I know a lot of times at professionals, we feel like, oh, we don't have time. I don't have time to write a blog. I don't have time to make a video. I know I need to post more content, but I don't have time. That is not true. There is time, but how you managing your time is what that matters. Also, too, let's get back to education. Making sure that you are educating your clients about your services, and you're also educating them about their hair, their skin, their nails, or whatever services that you offer. You want to make sure that you're educating them about how they can actually improve, how the product that you're utilizing, how is this going to be effective for them as you are using the product. How can they take those products home and it still help and work while they are away from the salon? So these were just a good detailed just a detailed information that can help you in times that you are slow. And I don't even like to call these moments slow. I like to call them moments where I can actually sit down and do admin work. This is the admin side that you have to take care of as a professional to make sure that your business is running smoothly. So I look forward to sharing more tips and more information on how you can grow as a professional, how you can become a better and improved leader in your industry, but also too how you can be held accountable for the thing that you said that you are going to do. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to drop a comment. Thank you for those who have responded so far. I look forward to posting more videos soon. Thank you.